must have had it so wonky, but she's very blue today. Like a little blueberry over there. Hello, everyone. It's Thursday.
Oh my gosh, I'm not even.
This is P over here.
I'm over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together we are PM Artist Studio. It is Thursday Thoughts and Arty Fun. She's got things that she did. She was very, very busy making a bunch of things she said she wasn't really caring for, but that's okay. That's what, you know, we can always have tweak it time, even on a Thursday. You are very blue. It's because you got all the blue on, and I'm fighting with the blue light. I'll work that out here in just a minute. This is what she does to me almost every time.
Where am I here?
Where are you?
Where's my There we go.
Okay, all is good. All is good in the world. The camera's low. There we go. I'm gonna move that in like that. Maybe that'll adjust it. Alrighty, y'all. Do say hello in chat so I can say hello back. Otherwise, I do not know that you are here. We want to know that you're here. We'd like to say hello. We're a friendly bunch. If you're watching on replay, do let us know in the comments below. If you're here during the live stream, this is your chance.
This is it.
This is it. You can chitty chitty chat chat.
Yeah, your time to shine.
Do give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't already. Yeah. All right. Fran's printing stuff. Hello, Fran. We're gonna go over
What's
here and say
Fran
hello
doing?
to everybody.
I'm printing stuff.
All right, we've got Amy, Douglas, Barbara, Becky. Oh, Acme Acme Post just popped in there. Okay, Acme, Amy, Barbara, Becky, Belinda, Betsy, Betty. Brad is here. Carolina, Kat, Charmaine, Colleen, Darcy, Dawn, Dana, Ellen, Erna, Estella, Fran. Debsy just popped in there. Griffin Shale, that is Rhonda, Helen, Isabel, Jeanette, aka Janette, Katura, Lydia, Marguerite. Oh, let's see, things are moving. Let's see, Lydia, Marguerite, Martha, Mary Ellen, Nancy, Naomi, Penka, Rennie, Reverend Sonia. I'm telling you, it just keeps moving on me. Linda popped in there. Linda Rands, hello. Let's see, Reverend Sonia, Ricky Normar, hello, Ricky. Silver Granny and her grumpy gnome, that's Lynn. Star Driver, that's Linda. Susan, Bill, you. The Shelley Studio, that is Margot, Tina Svanberg, Trisha Coogan, and Wendy.
We're supposed to say hi to Kedrick.
Kedrick?
Kedrick.
Okay. Well, hello.
Someone's grandson. It moved on too fast. I couldn't read it.
Okay. Well, howdy, howdy.
Howdy, howdy. We're happy to have, yes, we're happy to have all kinds of people here.
Yes, multi-generational. We love that.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to talk about Izzy's.
There we go. Now I got her warmed up.
That's a lot warmer than I usually have.
I know, but you got all that blue on, and I'm fighting with the lighting on that. Plus, it's overcast. I mean, it's a real situation, right? Oh, you didn't turn that on, but now you have that on. And
okay, how is it now?
you can point it off in that direction. We have this lamp we fight about.
And we're going to get a light bulb in there that's a little less.
Yeah, and I noticed Brad bought. I mean, it's great for, regular lighting, but he basically bought the same kind of ones. But I didn't talk to him about that one. We need a kind of warmer bulb. Yeah.
Warmer bulb.
Or, I mean, we could try one of those, because that might be like the super white
I
one.
think it is.
And the ones he got are softer.
Yeah, well, at least that'd be a degree of.
Yeah, a degree of. All right. So, hey, Kirsten. Glad you popped in there and I saw you. Carla, hello. All right. So,
Kathy M.H.
I am going to go topside. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Okay. Going topside.
Oh, everybody's saying hi, Kedrick. Oh, good.
Good.
Okay.
We were just given this.
And we were just given this. Isn't it wonderful? It's a Sea Otter by Izzy. But look at this cute drawing.
And look at her writing. It is getting so much better. So much better. And they're watching a webcam at school. I know y'all got... I really hope y'all do enjoy these little updates on Izzy and whatnot. I appreciate it.
She spends a lot of time on her drawing and not so much on her coloring. But I think this is great. Look, here's the whiskers. She got one S, but the other one's correct. That's a... Yeah, sometimes, I don't know.
It's
She kind of thinks it's interchangeable. You can go either way.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I kind of believe that too.
I'm really proud of her ease. She's getting a lot better with her ease. She used to do all this running around.
Hey, Jasper.
Yeah, but I think we've got that. All right, I'm going to hand that back to you, Mariah.
Okay.
Because I think that's a keeper.
Hey, Apple.
Need to put the date on that one.
We do.
All right, well, you know,
right now,
I printed a buttload of prints. Was it yesterday or the day before? I can't. No, it was the day before because yesterday I kind of messed around and did some stenciling with the modeling paste, and some of which I'm quite fond of, some I'm not so fond of, and I wanted to talk about it because I cut the bird out. I just couldn't find any background that the bird worked on, and I'm still working on that. That's just not it. I'm really liking this gold over here. So
you're auditioning things.
I'm auditioning things for the bird, and let me see, hi
Betsy.
And the king. Now, what I did on the king here, it was a first attempt to make it work.
Okay. Hold him up.
So, I went ahead and colored in with the, the metallic watercolors inside here and put some green there, repeated it down here. Then I went over this with the white and, I colored some of the lines in. So I came back and put the stencil back down and went over it with the blue. And you can see how cool that looks. Probably need to do that with the wings on the side because a couple of the wings over here I kind of messed up. But I don't know. I don't really mind that so much. I really do need to have Mariah nip the edges on these.
I got the nipper.
Got the nipper? Now, I just was looking at this and thinking, this might work for a background.
Do I nip both of these?
Please.
Okay.
And I may have some more coming up, but not right at this time.
Okay.
So I think I've made it through all of the, and of course I've got that little penguin over there. I do really like the penguin. I had to put him on there the wrong way. But it worked out okay. But you can see I sort of colored on the inside of this. I don't know how much it helped it. Then, okay, I'll talk about the penguin in a minute. I've got all of these, and I did both bulbs, the round and the pointy. And I went ahead and did it in white because what I discovered was if you want to go over it with color now, you can. Okay, I really thank you. I like that a whole lot better. Doesn't look quite so.
I'm gonna go with the fatter one on the penguin.
Okay. And I can change the color on these. I went with white because of the high contrast. So I like that, but I think we can do some more things with this and make them a little more exciting. I don't know. I'm really,
Hi, Christy.
I'm liking these things. I just don't know that. Now look at that penguin. Isn't he cute? I colored him silver on the inside. Then I went around the outside.
Looks like there's a frosty breeze blowing in and around
I know. And isn't this a lovely print? I really love this print. This is one of the ones I made the other day. This is the print I was talking to you about. What stencil is that?
Oh, okay, hold on. Just hold it up there for a second. It's Darcy's. And
she has two of them, and I did use both of them.
I think it's Darcy's. Or is it the little one? Are they the individual things?
No.
Because it's either Rhonda's, the Cranky Bud ones, or it's Darcy's, the Carnation one.
I kind of think I'm leaning towards the Carnation.
What's happening?
Maybe I can locate it.
Okay, that would be super.
In a timely manner.
Because it layered up on things. It's a little trickier for me to...
Yeah, and I worked on this a bit more.
Now, that's a Darcy one right there.
Yeah, I worked on the edges on that. Here's the one it is. I used them together.
Okay.
And that's how I created the background on this. That's how I created the
Having
back.
a moment of doubt. Hold on.
What?
I'm going to confirm before I say. Because I'm not feeling totally sure about my answer.
Okay, this is pretty cool because I did this one on the steak paper.
Ooh.
I know, doesn't that look cool?
What am I? Okay.
The only thing I don't like about the steak papers, it is ever so slightly flimsy. So you're going...
It rolls a bit. Yeah, that was mentioned last time in the chat about it rolling.
And I don't mind the rolling so much as it's just, you know, you're going to have to put something with it. It's not going to...
Right. Okay. Those are both Rhonda's. I was thinking that one could have been the Carnation Trust because it's kind of similar, but Darcy's Carnation Trust is a little more jaggedy.
Oh. Did I do these?
And then Rhonda, hold on, I'm going to tell you
in the live stream?
what the name of those stencils are there.
Yeah, pretty sure I did those.
So it's the hydrangea was the other one that you showed.
Oh, they don't go together?
And then Cranky Buds. So I was right on that. I kinda,
okay, here's a new one.
there we go. Now y'all know. And I do too.
Actually, what I did here
Yeah.
I just kept going on and putting other stuff on top of this one.
You do that. How much
Yeah.
does it weigh?
Oh, less than 10 pounds.
Less than 10 pounds. Very good.
More than 5. No, I don't know. But anyway, I like it a lot. You can't really see any one thing unless you really work at it. And it's really a great background. The only problem I have here, and this is something you really need to consider. Okay, I don't want to lose, because I may go ahead and do some more. And I want to talk about what I'm going to do to this one. All right, can you see this? There was a lot of very busy business going on there.
Busy business.
Busy business. And I just think it's not such a great... Now that kind of works. I don't know. Maybe with another little frame around it and you know,
Oh, that's...
a try.
Can you
Oh,
be in
sorry.
there? Do I have that further? I kind of have it further in. Apologize for that.
Okay. So all I did to this was I just went over it with some semi-transparent metallics. And that just got it into the wheelhouse of where I wanted it. Okay? I don't want to lose that. I absolutely love this, but I don't know that it's terribly Christmassy. It's, you know, more fall, Thanksgiving-y. But I'm going to take 2 of these and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about because I want to use them. But there's just so much contrast here that when you put something on top of it, it's just like, oh my God.
Too much?
Too much. Just too much. I'm liking this one, but I think it needs a layer up to mellow it out also.
Okay.
So that it's not so. So, mellow. 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 This has already been mellowed.
That one's very mellow.
But I don't want to lose it. Okay, now here's another one. Remember this one?
Ooh. No, I don't. I think that you might have done that afterwards.
Well, I did the first part. The design that's already on there, it was already on a brayer off. But I just went over it with some metallics. And the design came through. I don't know why. Sometimes that happens. Okay, here's another one that I went over with a metallic. I think it was green.
Yeah, and that's the hydrangea stencil.
Yes, this is the hydrangea stencil. It's still a little bit strong, but I don't hate it. And when I put this on top of it, I sort of like that.
It's sort of Christmas jungle.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
Probably, you know, what most people would send. But.
Hello, Donna, and welcome. I believe you are new.
Okay, here's another one that I've totally metalliced out.
Mellowed that baby out.
I mellowed that baby right out of the... Now, you can still see a bit, but that's what I'm talking about. Isn't that one? I think that's great. All right, we're gonna leave that one out here. We'll leave both of those out here. Those are gonna be, oh my gosh. Okay, get ready for this. Whoa! And I love this.
Oh. It's almost as bright as my eyeshadow.
Hallelujah.
She was giving me a hard time. She's like, "Oh wow, that's a lot there." I said, "Well, I was watching
Now
back."
I don't know.
videos.
This is kind of Monet-y.
It is very Monet-y in colors.
Yeah. I'm not going to use that one. I might even put that over with my flower batch. I did do that on some of these. And I think this is absolutely stunning, but it's not working for what we want. Now, we could mellow it out, but, you know, I don't know. Might need to. I don't think I'll use that.
Okay.
Here's some of that cool paper. And I went ahead and went over it with one thing, but, you know, I'm not feeling it.
Hello, Naomi.
I put some yellow on this.
I love that. We pulled that one. You'll see that one as an Instagram.
Yeah, and remember we had this.
And it was so cool. Did you get it? Is it still on the plate?
No, it messed up and part of it came off on one, and
it was so cool because it left that whole little trail across.
Very disappointed that happened.
That was a missed opportunity.
Okay, I'm not using this because I love it just like it is.
Yes.
I don't know what to do with it yet. All right, now check this out. Look at this.
Why couldn't we look at that last one longer?
You wanted to look at it a little bit longer?
Yeah, it's very good, and I think you should leave it up there for a second and let, you know, people kind of ooh and ah at it. There we go. And also,
well, it's got all kinds of stuff. First, it started off as a brayer off.
Yeah.
Then it has some just regular
mucky muck off the plate.
Mucky muck off the plate, flop offs, and then some actual stenciling, you know, dabbing.
Mm-hmm.
So it really is. I mean, you know, it's a very, and then we've got mucky muck left behind from something else. Yeah, I think that is a really good one. Okay, remember this was brighter. I went over this with,
Can we pause for just a moment here?
Sure.
All right, so what P is working on here, a lot of these prints have been started either last stream or even maybe stream before, maybe even, you know, 5. You never really know. Some are brayer off, some are, you know, but they are building up layers to become backgrounds or features for the Christmas cards that we will be giving away during the month of December. Now, that being said, hello to those of you that have come in. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Those of you that have not done your thumbsy upsies, it would be very appreciated if you did, even if you're watching the replay. Also very helpful.
Okay, so these were also prints. Remember, this was the one that had the spider web on it that came off.
the gold kind of coppery bronzy.
Yeah,
it had a lot.
I just keep putting this out here. I know it has absolutely nothing to do, but isn't it gorgeous?
She just likes to put it with things.
I just like to put it with things. It just makes me so happy. Woo-hoo-hoo! You know.
Now this one has been altered.
That kind of stuff doesn't happen real often without alcohol involved.
Please know, this has been massively altered.
Massively? Edges. Only the edges.
Right.
The edges have been massively altered. They were cut off because they were square, and I didn't want to deal with them anymore, and Mariah would make me a big one, so I made my own.
Yeah. So that's
that, and you can do that. It's allowed. Once you purchased it, you are allowed to do anything you want to.
Now we can do a one-off, but it's going to be smaller than this one. Y'all understand that, right?
Why is it going to be smaller?
Because we have to shrink it in to fit it to be able to cut the edges.
Oh.
So it's automatically smaller by about 1/4 to 1/2 inch.
Well, I saw that somebody got their 9x12 plate, said they were really happy because then they didn't have white edges anymore. Hey, that was the deal breaker for me. I still use, you know, my...
And just remember, you have full permission to alter your stencils as you wish.
Absolutely.
We encourage it.
And if you muck it up, you just buy another one.
And we also like that.
Too.
Really helps keep the lights on around here.
Keeps the lights on and the water flowing. Yeah, okay.
That's right. Cut them up, baby.
All right, so look at this. Isn't this fabulous? And this was a total accident. This is a flip off, a flip over,
flop off, flippity,
flop off, flip
flippity,
over.
flop, flop.
I don't know, from one of the other ones that I did. I don't really know which one. I should keep track of that, but I don't. Anyhow, I think it's just wonderful because what's underneath these, see these little things here? That's the circle.
Bye, Miriam.
Circled bricks.
Thanks for hanging. So, yes. Let's see here. What does one need to do to get one of Patricia's Christmas cards? Show up.
Show up, and we'll have multiple drawings all through the month of December.
True that.
All through the month of December. And I should have plenty. We can probably just do all kinds of drawings. I mean, right here I've got 8.
But the cards have to be made?
Cards need to be made. Oh, and I'm not through. I'm just going to go. Okay, I need to get through this here. Because I do want to share these with you. I think this is just wonderful. I could never do this again in a million years.
We love showing.
And I just love these 3 things here that,
yes,
you know, are going to work for something. All right, we're keeping that one out. I might not use this side, but I definitely want to use this side for, you know, some of the printy prints. I just love this thing so much. And I just need to have it someplace where I can get to it. Because it was lost in the pile. I forget. All right, where are we here? Oh my gosh, here, this one's good too. Gosh.
See, y'all need to help us hurry up and get to 7,000 subscribers so we can go through all of her stuff again and give it away.
Yeah, because
it's starting to pile up.
And yeah, and I need to, you know, go through my oldies but goodies and decide if I still love them as much as I did when I put them in the box.
Yeah.
And no is usually the answer. I don't.
But there are some that are like,
oh yeah, some of them I will never get rid of.
What are you doing there?
My shirt down.
Oh.
I had to have a shirt today because I had this on, my necklaces on without the shirt on. I was like, oh, I don't think that's gonna work.
There you go.
It's giving me indentations on my neck.
Oh yes, Sharon's huge mushroom. Oh yes. And
my goodness, yes.
She's like, I wish I could send you some of this.
I do too, because I'll tell you what, that's a good one. Oh, it's so, if you slice it fairly thin, dredge it in a little butter, and just flash cook it. Oh my gosh, it's wonderful. I remember. I had a couple of them in Alaska, but nothing. I mean, mine were about this big.
Yeah.
They weren't.
That thing was massive.
Yeah. Okay, look at this. Now, isn't this remarkable? This is another one of those sprayer-offs. Can you see? And then what happened is I flopped down the this thing on there. Then I was brayering off my turquoise, and it just went into the areas, some of the areas, but didn't cover up. Isn't that just, I mean, you know, could you repeat that? Nah. Probably not. All right, I'm putting that aside because I'm going to do something real special.
Pull your shirt down. Your top shirt. Kind of rolled up there. There you go.
Okay. Here's another one. Now, I'm pretty sure that you recognize this technique.
Anyone?
Anyone? Here's
Hey, Anthony.
Here's the giveaway over here in the corner.
This is our UK Anthony. London Anthony. Yes, London Anthony. Look at that.
What did Fran say?
That's some of your spray
stuff. I thought
stuff.
it was a hydrangea. What's she talking about?
Well, the last one, that one is, yes. Not the blue one, but the one underneath.
Yeah, okay, I think I'm getting back to the...
Yeah.
Now, I do need to show some of these because...
Eddie says wash. Wash.
This is with my washouts, yeah.
Eddie, you get a cookie.
You
Good
do.
boy.
Oh, and that reminds me. What did I do with that? Seriously.
I am not consistent with what we call those things. Her mixes.
So I went over this one with a metallic. I think you recognize it.
Just know they're going to be keto. And let me tell you, the keto cookies.
This one is also gone over with a metallic, and I probably can do some more to that.
Cranky Buds, and then this one's Fleur de Lis. It looks probably like the distressed one, Fleur de Lis, over the Persian lattice. If you want to.
Yeah, what she said.
He said I could keep them.
Okay, this is not really in the hole, and I tried to get it red without obliterating it, but it was not working. So we'll use that for another.
Fran was talking about the mushroom.
Oh, the mushroom?
Yeah.
All right, here again is a...
Oh, okay, Darcy.
Many layers of the...
I know you love that.
I do. I love it so much. See, look at that. It's just a good framing, a background framing thing.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it really is.
Mm-hmm.
This one's not so much too busy. And I don't know.
Hello, Kathy. Welcome.
This might work for something. We'll leave that one in the pile.
Okay.
And these are the ones we're going to work on. Okay, here's another one. Can you see the one that's underneath when I turn it? What is that one called?
Wait. Oh, yeah, that's Darcy's latest one, or one of the 3 latest ones. Turn it again so my brain can, click in. Thank you. So that would be the... Still no. Struggling, my poor little brain.
But isn't that wonderful?
Bobbles and Bubbles.
Bobbles and Bubbles. Okay. Quite fond of Bobbles and Bubbles right now. It's
a lot of people are, and
it's missing in the pile over here, but I'll get to it one of these days. All right, now this is one of the ones, and I hope you all aren't mad at me.
Hello, kitty.
These were red and white. They're not anymore. But I rather like them.
I like that. Now that is Flower Meadow.
It's Flower Meadows.
Meadows.
And over the top of Flower Meadows is some of the washout mixture in lavender. I'm almost out of that. Boy, I've got to mix up some more of that.
Kitty.
And it's either this one, or I was using the Phthalo Blue in the green shade. I don't know, it's one of those. I mean, you can tell they're real. This just has a little bit more green in it, but it's not terribly, obvious.
I need to get you those
wonderful.
Remind me, Darcy. All right, I got to get this kitty out of here. He's circling like a shark. Come on.
Okay, and here's another one. Look at this. Now, I think this is... I don't know exactly why that happened, but can you see the flower? The print? It just is showing up ever so slightly. Yeah, there. Isn't that wonderful? I mean, it's not terribly Christmassy, but I love it. I just love how this is coming through here.
I don't know that things have to be Christmassy. I don't love... No, don't do that. There you go. That looks fabulous. Especially if you did a little painty business over the texture paste.
Well, we'll talk about that here in a minute.
Okay.
I'm almost through with my pile here.
We love a good, review of a pile.
Okay. I think the rest of them are just reviews. You've seen them all before. Okay, so these are going to become framing devices.
Framing device.
Framing devices, because what I want to do... Oh, look, that looks wonderful.
Next time somebody asks, what do I do with all those prints? I'm going to say, framing devices. That's what they are.
Framing devices. Either that or you just put them on. Now, the reason I stopped doing more penguins is because I wanted to talk about different things that you can do when this happens, when you don't have enough contrast to really see your image, like in these. Okay, well, this is an option. You can go in and paint. You can just cut it all out and start over again.
But you could also put put a larger, just flat, what am I trying to say? Flat, full, just cardstock.
Yes.
Plain
you could just
cardstock.
use a plain color.
Yes.
Which would really, that's probably what needs to be, because this is a really wonderful little bird. Very special, very, he's got a lot going on there. And so does this, and so does this. And I want to do something with this. And I wanted to show you, when you said cookies, look at that.
You made a cookie.
I made a cookie. Hey, that might look good together.
Yeah, you need to do something with the little house so it pops out a bit more, because like kind of once you put it there, it's
Yeah, okay.
like in a little cookie snowstorm.
Cookie snowstorm. Oh, what about the green?
A lot of these little, in fact, all of these are from either the, Paula King's ATC Christmas sets.
That's kind of boring.
Either volume 1 or volume 2.
All right, so this was just a, what you call it, cleanup, where I was just washing off the stencil.
Yeah.
Because remember, when you're using those things, you should wash that off. Woo! Just about floofed everything.
Yeah, you don't want to leave stencil butter or texture paste on your stencils.
No, I don't wash stencils, but I do wash stencil butter and this stuff, and I get it on me and it makes me break out, so it's got some kind of stuff. I don't know what it's got in it, but it really dries my hands out. And look at that. Those are, for the most part, I think done. Now I might go ahead and I want to do something with this. And I found this one. I mean, I don't know what I want to do with this, but I just think it's really lovely.
Oh, you think so? Marguerite says she thinks there's fiberglass in that texture paste.
Oh. Well, that would explain some things. But now here is a wonderful, this is the kind of background, you know, that you need. Because the penguin is going to look, on white's going to look great on that blue.
Oh, with a little white card behind it.
With a little white card behind it.
Yes, you need a little separation there.
You need a separation, and then you put this down, and I even like this mucky muck edge, and I would leave that on there. Just because. Okay, so we've got that. That's some of the stuff that I've been working on. I really want to make this work. I don't know exactly what to do to it quite yet, but I will do something. I'm almost through here. Okay. So remember, I don't know if I did this or I just talked about it. You know, sometimes I just yammer on about stuff and yeah. Okay, well, this was actually all together.
Yes, this is French curves.
And I didn't want it all together. So I took it apart. And the reason I took it apart is because I just wanted partial bits of it. And I went ahead and used the steak paper print, and I've got this going down here. I think that this is really quite nice, and just go ahead and chop it so that, you know, I have.
Yeah, I love that. I think that looks fabulous.
Doesn't that look cool? All right, well then that's something to think about. All I do is I just put it down on the paper, and you see how I go along the edges? You will have to turn, oh well, what the hey, I'll just do it.
Yeah, what the hey.
What the hey? All right, we'll do it with the little one because I don't have the little one. But here's a flop off here, and I think that looks really cool too. That could be a wonderful background for, you know, something else. Oh, cookie might look.
So, Lynn, Silver Granny, has suggested that you buy 2 sets of Paula's stencils. That way you have 1 set for your studio and then 1 to decorate Christmas sugar cookies with.
Well, shucky darns, yes.
Like it. All for it.
Oh, I think that's a great idea because you can use frosting just like stencil butter.
Yeah, depends on how.
It's about the same consistency. All right. Now, I think, yeah. Making sure I've got the right side down.
Yeah. And Eddie made a suggestion as far as the keto cookies could be used for texture paste. They're not worth eating.
That's how I feel about rice cakes. I'm almost like, gosh, just give me the box. Probably has more nutrients in it. There are people who actually like rice cakes. So I hear.
London Anthony says that I've never heard P say shucky darns before, but I now need to hear it at least once daily.
Well, shucky darns. All right,
You can
so
turn it
once
into
you've
a
got
meme.
that down there, what is really great about this is, I mean, you know, it doesn't fall off. It's like the thing at Dairy Queen. They turn it upside down. Once
Y'all
you've
don't
got
know.
some paste on it, you're good to go. And remember, you can clean up your edges if you move along rapidly.
No worries, Heather.
And you do want to take it out past the edge.
Okay, so Christy Hartman says she was using stencil butter today and struggled with it sliding under the stencil. Any tips? Yes. Number one, if it is a brand new stencil, it will give you better results if you are using it. And remember, you can feel that little edge of it, so you know which is kind of top or bottom. The edge part's going to go towards the top, because then that way it makes, you know, the flattest contact with whatever surface. If you kind of have a problem with holding it in place, use some washi to hold it.
You can.
Come at it in one direction.
Or look at your direction and see. A lot of times what's happening is there's a little flippy floppy place there.
Little
and the
lifty
flippy
bit.
floppy places they're like a tongue. They eat it up. I did that for Mariah. I saw her looking horrified. Yeah. Okay, I'm just cleaning up the edges a little bit. I don't really care because it's like not going to be a big deal for me anyway.
This is visual media, so yeah, you know, she's giving it her all.
I do.
Hi, Bruja.
I try to give you all the little tips and tippy dippies that I can possibly think of.
Oh, Kirsten says Shucky Darns is right up there with jelly hockey sticks.
Well, and we're having a tippity doodah. No, what is it?
I know. I was trying to think of that this morning.
Somebody
I was like,
just said it there.
Oh, did they?
Tiddly doo, tiddly boo.
Yeah, be
Tiddly
careful.
boo kind of day, y'all. Now, see, doesn't that look wonderful?
Where did they say it?
Okay, Mariah, I'm handing you this.
Yeah, how do you say it
favor.
again? Okay. Well, now I'm going to miss it again.
All right.
Tickety.
Tickety boo. Tickety boo.
Gotta remember that little T in there, because that's really what makes it.
Yeah, okay. If you just go around the edges, you know, and kind of just muss them up a little bit. What I would really like is I would really like it to be, I would like to have an edge around this one. And I know usually I cut them away. You just want to smush it out a bit, you know. Because we're going to cut it out, right?
Yes.
Anyway.
Feather it.
Feather it. Thank you. What lovely word. Feather it out a little bit and muss it about. Okay, look at that. We'll let that dry. That'll be lovely. So, yeah, I do. I like these things a lot. And I know I would when I saw them. I just, oh, darn it. Lost it down the...
Down in the hole.
It's down in the hole. Okay, well, just remember that's where it is. Y'all help me remember because I'll be looking for it and cursing. All right. Now, let's bring the batch box in.
Yes, but this texture paste does dry fairly quickly.
Yeah, depending, you know. If you live in Louisiana swamps, probably not so much. If you live in West Texas and the wind blows, then you can probably do them about 15 minutes after you've made the initial
We're somewhere in between
pass.
those two. And it is raining out, so it might take a little longer.
All right. Now, here's my latest batch of... I don't think I have anything.
Hello, Angela.
Didn't do it. Oh, I did find some watercolor things that I might do something with, but I'm not feeling too terribly Christmassy with those.
No.
And I even got this out and thought this might be a good background for something.
It's
Well,
like it's all
keep-
good.
Keep that in mind.
Everything's good to go.
Good to go.
Tickety-boo.
Tickety-
Angela says that it's in the lyrics for the Mary Poppins, one of the Mary Poppins songs.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there you go. All right, so these are in the next stage of development from here. Okay? This represents the next stage of development. And I used a lot of the stuff that Susan thank you, Susan, sent the mulberry paper. And I thought this was pretty clever because it's a fleur-de-lis, and the background here is French.
Ooh la la.
And we have a little, you know, little European-looking gingerbread house thing there. I think that one's quite nice. I'm very pleased with that one.
Where did gingerbread houses originate? I would say Germany.
Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Well, this is a French Huguenot, you know. There are once overs.
Yeah.
Okay, and here it is in green. I don't know that I love that so much. And here it is just plain. With, and I made that brown.
Did you? Hold it up. Your own brown stencil butter.
All you do is you mix green and red together.
Yes. They do mix really well together.
They do. But, you know, it's a little higher concentration there. That was probably a leftover. And that's what all of these are.
Yeah, and there's two different
Are
houses.
rub-offs and leftovers. And this is that other paper that...
Here, hold those up so they can kind of see the different houses side by side.
Oh.
The two. There you go. You got, yeah. See?
Yeah. Okay. So now these are really, you know, card ready.
I don't really care for that.
Well, what do you not like about it?
I think it needs to be brown. I think the introduction of the white is just too, like...
Well, what if I splash some white on it? Spatter it with some white.
That might work.
That would
Put
look
some snowflakes in that.
snowflakey kind of business going
I
on
like that
there.
idea.
You could be right. What I might do is trim off more around here so that it's not, you know, and I could actually come in with, let's say, like a dark green around the edge. Can you see that? Look, Mariah.
Hold on, I'm looking for
See, that's kind of nice. But I need to trim off more here so that I have more of the paper framing around the edge. And that may be true on all of these. I don't
Here,
know.
what's that? That's kind of a weird green, but it could be browny green.
No, that's not the right green, but boy, does that look good with that. Okay, so this is what I do. You just have that separation here of plain, and this is good for this one too. Separation of the plain, and then you can put this on, you know, something else.
Here,
So that it takes up the area. I don't
Oh, no, that's
necessarily think that was what the doctor ordered, but you know, I've got more prints back here. That's why I have so many. I don't bring in this doing what Mariah just, you know, until I get down to the point where I've got a whole bunch of them. I want to do at the same time because otherwise you don't have room for all of it. It's just, you know, and it's, yeah.
Yeah.
That. So, anyway, that's where these are going. They're not completely finished, but next stage of it.
Now this is really lightweight, but oh, it's that barky like paper, isn't it? Oh, here, give me that back. Sorry.
Oh yeah, it's got a bit of texture to it. Oh, that's quite nice, especially for the chocolate ones. Okay, now look how it makes it pop.
So much better.
Okay, good plan. Keep that out, but I don't want it right now because I don't want to muck that up. I really like that paper a lot. Don't lose that one.
Okay.
Please.
That is, so the stencil that's in red, that's one of the fleur-de-lis. I think it's even the distressed one.
Yeah, I don't know. I used both of them, and it's hard to tell because I've got so much stuff on top of it.
I mean, you really can't tell until it's like you see the full sheet.
Yeah. Okay. So, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Okay, well, we're getting these. I'm going to show you how to do your papers. We'll do a little bit with this. I think I will put these away for now.
And I think everything other than maybe some of the hydrangeas or the cranky buds are really quite new stencils, so you should be able to see them in the first couple pages.
Okay, we're just going to get rid of all of these guys right now because I don't want to get spatter on them. I noticed I spattered up my tie-dye shirt
Yeah.
I was so mad.
Well, that's okay. I mean.
I don't know, but it's not, you know, it's not the right kind of spattering.
Oh, it didn't match.
Yeah, it didn't match. I was very upset about it.
Mm.
Now see, that
Hello, Sandra. Hello, Diane.
almost dry. Almost dry. All right, let's start off with this little dude.
Oh, Fran discovered something new. She says new to her anyway. Looking forward to it. See, yeah.
Well, you know, that's all you can say. You can't decide something new for somebody else.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to show you something here. You don't have to do this, but it's just an option for you. All right, I'm just going to take this.
This being
Shuttle Art.
color change.
Gotta get my stuff out of the way here. So, oh, there's a cute little drawing. Get ready with my paper here. Okay, this is Shuttle Art, Blue Violet. One of my favorite.
You don't buy these individually, but you know, they come in a set.
They do. Don't need very much because we're just doing a small part here. Hopefully that's going to be enough. Wow. That was
A little less than.
some of that invisible.
Yes.
Hopefully we're going to
As
get...
Carrie says, it was so subtle it was secret.
Okay. All right, well what it did is it tinted the white part. All right, well we're going to carry on and we're going to get a little bold, more bold here.
Oh goodness. Yes, the I was about to say, that's Mazzy drinking. I was going to mess around with the, we could play with the sound real quick.
I don't want to get carried away with it. I don't want to obliterate anything here. Sometimes you can just do that and get lots of good stuff going.
Yeah.
Run it over with the brayer 2 or 3 times. Where my paper went.
Oh, Sandra says, thank you for bringing the metallic paint into her life. I pulled the one of my prettiest prints yesterday.
Okay, now look, see what's happening here?
Hold it up into the technology. People would really love to ooh and ah at it. Looks like that little bird's on, like, it's like a neon. Especially in its derriere.
And what is cool is because there's actual depth to the modeling paste, it's not going, unless you do elephant stomping.
Yeah.
It's not going to mess that about. Now we have a cute little bird out there, which we'll do some with one. Not today. Why am I having trouble getting all of my things in here?
No, I don't.
Oh, here's another little experiment. I don't know if I want to talk about that right now or not.
Still in the works.
Still in the works. It was using...
It wasn't working.
It wasn't working. Well, it does, but boy, I'm telling you what, it's really picky about the consistency. If it's too blobby, it just doesn't do anything at all.
Oh, with your watercolor?
If it's wet, it doesn't do anything at all. We'll just get something down there so I can get that and pull that sometime soon.
Yeah, and so while she's kind of doing that, one of the things to mention about all these little plates, you know, I think it was talked about the other day about, oh, well, you know, why would you, because Paul was like, I just need the one big plate. You can do smaller areas. When you're doing cards and things of this nature, it's nice to have the smaller little plates to kind of switch out, and especially if you are trying to do some with layering and want to leave it on the plate, let it dry, that scenario. It's nice to have even those little off plates. And most of these kind of weird wonky ones all came from cutting up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's one of them because it's got sharp edges.
Yes.
That's how I can tell.
And if you want to know about cutting them up, the other day over there in Makers, Mo reposted I think. Yeah, she reposted the one that has the kind of guides on how we cut up the one that we did during that stream.
I think that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I don't, you know, it's probably not too terribly, but anyway, got a good
another wintry scene there.
Another wintry brayer off over here. And I've noticed I'm using a lot of blue today. I've got blue on. And Mariah's got her pale green. Okay, I think this is marvelous.
Yes, you should leave that alone.
I should leave this alone.
Now, I could spatter that with some silver and that would look real nifty keno.
You think?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm okay with that. All right, now we need to get rid of this and this and this and this and this because we're going to get these prints that are too busy. We're going to knock them back. And I did clean up my 12 by 12 plate just for that purpose today. The stuff that you see on here is stuff that's mainly make a liar out of me every time. Most of the icky gunk is on the back here.
Most.
And I did get clean water today. All right.
Bye, Kirsten. Thanks for hanging.
So, we want this to become not so busily patterned or obvious. So what do we do to that extent? Well, it just depends. Do we want to go, we can go with the reds, and that's going to change the blues to purples, and that's probably a good way to go. We might even do it with, say, or we could go turquoise. Turquoise isn't, this isn't nice Christmassy. All right, I'm leaning towards this pink. The reason I am, it's not going to come off pink.
Oh, hey, and remember, you got to read about purple today. It's Thursday Thoughts, and we're going to do a...
Oh, yeah, I'm going to read about purple.
Good golly, that took some doing.
When you're doing your big plate, just remember that you kind of want to get yourself an area that you're, because it's, you want to get all of your print on there. See how quickly I whip that bugger out. Boy, I mean, the other day after my marathon printing of doing, 40 prints, I had to get up in the night and put the magnesium salve on.
On the shoulder?
On the shoulder. It was sending me piercing reminders that might not have been such a good idea. Look at that.
I love it.
Do you remember what it looked like?
If not, come back, then you can read,
Yes. Now it's subtle. It's still there. You still see it patterning, but it's sort of become, I just call it knocking it back. Okay? That's going to be lovely. And I think that will look really good with some of the yellowish. I know, I'll do that too. Okay, let's do this one.
I like the mulberry way it went.
Yes. Okay.
And that feels very festive.
This feels very festive.
Oh, well, that is festive.
This is festive. I would like it a little less festive.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to brown out the green. How am I going to brown out the green? And we want the, I really, I think that, well, that was great.
That's awesome, Deb.
There's really not enough on there to worry about. So I'm using this I'm telling you what, these metallics from these people should give us. They did send us some free ones.
I was gonna say, don't you be knocking them. Yeah, we got
they
that.
did.
They hooked us up.
I mean, well, y'all make sure you mention us when you. Maybe they'll send us some more. I'm not too crazy about this red. It's ever so slightly pinky when you get it all rolled out and whatnot.
It is, and it's kind of interesting because like you.
It doesn't look like it on the thing,
right? Or in the camera as much, because the lights alter it a bit. But when you see it in person, it has more of a pinky.
It's flamingo.
Yeah, that's a really good way to describe that. It's flamingo.
Dead on flamingo.
Not a dead flamingo, but you know.
The color.
The color.
Color's dead on. Yeah. As he used to call them mingos.
Mingos.
Come see the mingos.
And minges.
And minges.
You may even still say ninja. We never really corrected her totally on that one. We went with it.
Oh.
That's awesome, Deb. I love that. Now you kind of lost your flowers, but they're still in there.
They're still in there, but you the thing about and now it's really emphasizing the circle design.
That's right.
But look what we have here.
All right, here. I think that's pretty dry too. Don't be smudging your finger over it, but
oh,
hold it up into the technology and give her a wiggle. See? A little spatter.
Woo-hoo. Okay, well, I'll put that in the done box. Okay, well, we've got some stuff on the plate here, which I don't really want.
Oh, I don't know. You need to let us know, Helen.
What is it?
Ninja. No, like ninjas, but ninja.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Mo. We often humor Mo with, like, you know, things. Jobbers is one, and she's like, I don't know if you should be using that hashtag or not. And I'm like, you know what? We might find some new people. It's fine.
Yeah, it is. Okay, do you remember what this looked like? Now we've got it. I haven't done the
Hello, Yvette.
I haven't done the stocking.
Well, give those thumbsy upsies, even though y'all are popping in or whatever. Give that thumbsy upsie.
I think the stocking is the only one I haven't
done.
Okay, here we are again with red and green. And I think I'm going to just go ahead. You know, we've had really good luck with that. Now, we could do something different and just go turquoise. What?
Deb says, hashtag new people bait. You know.
Oh, Yvette, we love it when people pop in from work.
Don't get in trouble.
Laminated pictures of the product on the shelves instead of the actual items. Oh, you mean they don't even have it there?
Well, it's kind of even like, you know, like with razors and things like that. It's like they have like the little hangy tag thing. You take the hangy tag thing and then they'll give it to you, but they don't have it on the shelf because people steal things.
Oh.
Thievery. Yeah.
Well,
we don't really go to the stores that often, especially like the crafty stores and stuff, because they're usually a little overpriced, and I don't really like going to them anyway, especially with my daughter, because we end up buying things that we definitely did not plan on purchasing.
Hey, I did pretty good with her the other day. I gave her her money, and I told her, I'm not buying you anything.
Yeah.
This is your money. I will tell you if you have enough or if you don't. Now, this may be the first step. That's what we're doing, is we're like liming out the green. There was already a bit of liming in there.
There you go. Very nice. You're not happy.
I'm not happy with that.
Okay.
That is not going to work Okay, this is, I like this. This is Splendid Gold. Splendid Gold is, if you don't have Splendid Gold,
Yeah.
you need to invest in some. Don't put too much out there because you remember you just want film. You're not pulling anything with this.
Mm-hmm. No, Mama J, she has that same problem even when she goes alone.
Oh,
Things just ending up in her cart. That's funny. It's the Deco Arts. When they send us the stuff, they're like, oh, well, you know, just let us know whenever you have, like, when you show it or this or that. And I'm kind of like, well, we always use a little bit of something. I think that's one reason we're not necessarily very attractive to one particular brand. Because we mix it up. We're mixed media artists.
now look at that.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
I like it too, and I'm going to leave it alone right now.
Yes.
Okay. Now we've got our gold. Did I put it back? I put it up. I want to do something with this. And
And I like the
any of these golds. This one is has a little more oomph to it than.
Yeah, I mean, we will order from Dick Blick, Jerry's Artarama, Cheap Joe's. Now, the deal is, on a lot of those other sites, you kind of have to hit that number, which usually is terribly difficult to get the free shipping. And a lot of times with the paint, it is good to shop around because Amazon doesn't always have the best deal by any means. But then you have to think about, all right, well, if you are factoring in shipping, that does kind of go, oh, all right, well, you're going to pay, you know, even though you have Amazon Prime, you're paying the shipping one way or another. It's kind of my belief. As I say, it all comes out in the wash.
Well, I think that's looking very splendid. I don't know that I necessarily need it for this project, but I like
Parts of it, I think, could be very fun as a background part to some
I really
of it.
like this. I would like to be able to duplicate that.
Hello, Christine. Yeah, I saw you guys were. I saw you that you were here early. Glad you made it back. Depends on how quickly you get after it, Eddie.
Okay, where are we here?
I want you to turn your plate straight. That would make me very happy.
Oh, well, I'm done with that for a while.
Okay. What are we doing now?
Well, what we're doing next is we're going to determine if we want to. Do we want to do it directly on here?
I don't know. Are you going to do multiple ones? Should
I'm
you
gonna
cut it up first?
Yeah,
or?
I should cut it up first.
Yeah.
But I don't. You want to make sure that you've got your paper like you want it, because doing those little individual pieces is no fun.
I think so, I bet. As long as a lot of those products that are, you know, Liquitex acrylic, they're going to work with one another. Bye, Trish. Thanks for hanging.
I wanted to keep out two of these.
I know,
and
Wendy.
let them be.
I'm glad you're here,
bigger
though.
ones. Because I might use those just as a framing background.
See how she's feeling it?
Okay, these little, chopping it up like I just did into 8 pieces per piece of paper is really the way to go on these little, and it still leaves you this little bit down here to hold on to when you get ready to yank it up. But what I really like about it is it goes over the edge, so I don't have to worry about. And remember, I'm using the heel.
Look at that. It takes practice though, y'all.
Okay, now I can get a few of these.
Yeah.
Without, and as long as you're moving along rapidly. You can't be,
Don't dilly-dally.
Do not dilly-dally.
Because once the texture paste starts to set up a bit, it's harder to move, and it doesn't move smoothly through the stencil.
Yes. I actually did 8 with one of these. But I noticed that the last part, the little angel doll one.
I don't know if she plans on, Deb's asking, are you going to leave the paste white or color it after it dries? These look
I
really,
have that as an option.
Yeah. And remember, that's kind of what she did with the little bird, is she changed the color of it just by giving a little, glaze. Or actually 2.
Yeah, see, I'm starting to lose a few little dots there on my candy cane. And I've got this piece of, I don't know, whatever there. Alright, now,
Sandra says this makes her hungry for frosting.
alright, there we go. I can scrape off the excess. I could, apply this to some other piece of paper, but I don't really have anything set up here. So I'm just going to hand that to Mariah and let her.
Okay, go soak that. Darcy says she finds it harder to use the pieces that she makes on her 8-inch round plate. Yes, round pieces are tricky because they're round. And then Mama J says they test their technology to see if it's listening by deliberately talking about random stuff. Like where to stay in Iceland. Yeah, I'm telling you, it is listening.
They's listening.
And Mo is dropping in the links. Thank you very much. But yes, these are the links in chat to these particular ATC stencils. Thank you very much for doing that. And I'm going to go wash this real quick.
Alright, so I kept these 2 back because I think that these would be a nice interim framing for the card itself when you're ready to glue things down. Okay, now we need to using all of my boxes.
And yes, Trina, what will happen with all of these, well, not, or most of them, will end up being cards, Christmas cards, that we will be giving away during the month of December. So you got to show up to some streams in December. You might end up with a Christmas card. That's how we're doing it this year. And that, yes, they are not just ATC size, they are also Christmas tag size.
Yes.
We might be giving away some Christmas tags too. That was a good call, Deb, because I think that's what P said the other day.
Yeah, some of them will be tagged. Some of the littler ones where I used them as kind of a...
Yes, Katura, a proper...
wipe off on the kind of tannish colored paper. Yeah, definitely.
And they are Christmas cookie sized, yes. But ATCs are 2.5 by 3.5.
Okay, we're going to bring back our batching business.
The batch box is back.
The batch box is back.
She's bringing batch box back.
And I wanted to go ahead and... What did I do with those? to do with my girls. Where are my girls? Alright, so someone asked, can you do things with them? I probably wouldn't, and here's what determines that. I don't think anything needs to happen. I think the background is busy enough that white needs to go on there. The other thing you can do is if you got a little thin with your modeling paste and you have showing through things, remember like my reindeer that I had? You can go over them again.
Yeah, let it dry.
Let it dry.
And then it helps lock it in
and
place.
I'll try to find those reindeer. They're in here somewhere. Okay, so this one's probably fine as is. This one's fine. Just looking for the ones that don't have a lot of business going on there. See, like that one and that one. All right, let's do those and change the color of them.
Oh, yes. And Darcy, earlier, her comment earlier, somebody was asking about round plates, and I guess it was Helen. But, you know, they're fun. We do actually have some round stencils by Sharon, because Sharon loves her round plate. And if you want to do kind of specialty prints or whatever, sure. But they are a bit limiting. I don't think it would be the one thing you want to work off of, necessarily.
Yeah, I would use that as just a...
Yeah.
Oh, please tell me I've got my girl here.
And then, okay, yeah, I answered Trina. Was there another question? I feel like I missed something else.
There she is. Now, the thing about... Once you get one part lined up, the rest of it really is pretty easy to do. And you can feel it. It's like Braille. Almost.
Yeah, and it sort of pops into place.
It pops into place. The nice thing about using the white is that when you then go over it with, say, I'm going to try this. This is called gamboge. I think that's going to be a good one. Now, I will say this. There's some crap tape here.
We're listening.
Look at this. I've got about...
Oh, it's the worst when you're at the end of the roll. Yeah, it's pretty worthless. Because it's really, it feels like it's not even as sticky at the end, even though it's still sticky.
There wasn't any sticky there at all.
I don't know you should be using that, but...
Why not?
Well, because number one, that was mine.
It ended up on my side, so it's mine. All right, this is one time when you really maybe should tape it down. And the reason is because it's not going to move so much,
right? But
I want it to stay where I want it to stay. Oh, got some nice green there too.
It's a little...
I don't know if I can dig out some of this.
Potpourri of poop there.
Not hook up with my green.
Bye, Yvette. Thanks for popping in. Oh, I know what else I was going to say. Yeah, so, if you don't want to, you can buy, that was a great suggestion from Marguerite. Artist trading cards, Strathmore. Yes, they make them. I think there's some others. You could probably even look on, Amazon and just have pre-cut ones. Or... if you have playing cards that, if you've lost some cards or you just don't really care about playing cards, those are also standard, as long as they're standard sizes, are 2.5 by 3.5. What else? I think that's where I was going to go with that. That is it.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Now, this is tricky. You want to hold this down while you're ripping your tape up, because you don't want to be dragging it through the gravy.
Don't drag it through the gravy. Oh goodness! See, the stuff sticks when you're not wanting it to stick.
And you hold down one side, you lift up from the top and pull away. And well, there's a little bit of
blurb there, but overall, she's pretty good. I think you went a little heavy.
Well, mayhap. Mayfie.
Mayfie.
All right, well, we'll get the angel over here on this. And when you're cleaning them,
Yes, I think that should answer your question, Trina.
you want to make sure you get the back side too, because see that?
That's where it blurbed.
Yeah.
I think you pushed a little hard.
I may have.
And you went a little heavy.
A little hard and a little heavy.
A little hard and heavy.
Yeah.
Bad combo.
Bad combo. Okay. Now, this is cleaned up. Fairly cleaned up. Give it a bit of a...
Oh, hey, Anthony, the Baron Maker.
Oh! Portland Danny. Portland Anthony.
You might be renamed.
All right. Now, I don't know. What other color do we think we might want to use?
Why not, Darcy? Estella recently cut up a facial tissue box into ATC sizes. She got 7 from one of the squares of boxes. It's one square box.
Oh my.
Very nice. Yeah, cut up that cardboard, cereal boxes, whatever. If you want a harder surface to start with. Substrate. You know. Yes, that really
Okay,
could.
here, we're going to experiment with
I'd go at
something.
least once.
What?
Eddie says, great club. Hard and heavy.
I don't know if this is the thing to do. We shall know shortly.
Wow, very nice. Baron Anthony posted 8 new Barons yesterday. That's over there in the Makers of Mixed Media Artists Facebook group. And 3 of them have already sold.
Well,
Awesome.
totally. Sometimes it's a real whip to get this booger to line up. And it sometimes has a little bit to do with the fact that maybe there were certain places that didn't get any in the first place. Now, the stuff that I'm going to be using here.
Thank you, Mo. And there is Anthony's shop link. He is the Baron Maker. If you want to show, just give a little wiggle preview of your Baron real quick at this. He made that one specialty. I even sent him the little PM Artist Studio, and he put it in there.
All right, this is not what I would recommend for paste. And I'm going to, and see, I still didn't get those lined up very good. Oh well.
Now, is this I know you probably just said
This is totally different stuff.
This is the Finnabair, right? Finnabair
Yes.
business. It's a little
Mermaid Sparkle.
a little more loosey goosey, so you gotta be
It's
real
a little
careful.
more loosey goosey. I wouldn't use this as a first, but I'm just really kind of trying to paint with it actually. Get a crap brush here.
You should have just dabbed it. I don't think you need to be rubbing. Yeah, I don't see this going well.
Like I said.
Yeah.
A little goopy.
Oh,
But I
good.
don't think that's too terribly horrible. Probably if I'd held it down a little bit better.
I think if you would have dabbed it, it would have been better.
Oh well, whatever. A little dab will do ya.
Yeah, not a little smushy swish swishel. Fill in the blank.
Yeah, this stuff is not good for original coats. You definitely
Yeah, it's more of a over the top, real
over
quick
the
dabbing.
top. Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, it is 4:20. So
Oh.
you got
my
40 minutes,
goodness.
and you got to read.
I do, but I've got one more that I want to do a different technique on.
Okay.
Just to show it, you know, it's not something you got to do, but you know, I'm just presenting you with options.
Mm-hmm.
Where's your other little foot there, sweetie? Okay, why are you not lining up? Is that the wrong side?
Yeah. There you go. There you go. That should go down.
Getting a lot of use out of these crap tape. Okay. Now,
Fair enough, Becky. Fair enough.
what did she say?
She wanted to tell a 420 joke, but can't think of anything that is totally unappropriate. So,
Oh,
you know, we ride the fine line here.
yeah, we do.
Yeah. Anthony says his store will be closed Friday and Saturday because he's doing a craft fair Saturday.
Oh.
What we do with our store is we actually adjust the shipping time versus like saying that we're, you know, on vacation, because Etsy sort of like does funky things with you as far as just turning your store onto vacation. So we just adjust our shipping time.
I'm hoping that's not too terribly watery. It'd be best if it wasn't so watery.
Yeah.
If it was more pasty.
Pasty. Mm-hmm. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, we don't have a... Yeah. Do you have the app on your phone? I'm thinking about that, sorry. My little brain was off in, well, if you're on different platforms, I know that, and there are different selling methods that will actually cross-talk to one another. Like if you, I don't know what you use at the shows, if it's just PayPal or whatever. If you ever want to talk about that stuff, let me know. Just leave it there. It's one of the things we do. Very cute.
Subtle.
Yes.
It's not screaming at you like old
Yeah.
gold over here.
Mm-hmm.
Okie dokie. Well, let me put those in the box. Give our angel girl here a wipe up.
Yes.
Be right back.
Bye, Fran. Thanks for hanging. What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing?
I was putting the angels away so they didn't get smushed.
Mm.
And fetching my book.
Okay.
Let having a little swig of water here.
That cup looks disgusting. I'm just saying.
What?
That cup looks disgusting.
Yeah, it is. It's all right. All right, here we are. I better give my hands a little bit of a
Yes.
wipe up. I'm going to be very upset if I got stuff on my book. Have we heard how Carrie is? I heard him say that he really wasn't all that.
Yeah.
He was really having a hard time kicking it.
Yeah. I talked to him a little. He said he was going to try to make it today, but I totally get it. I mean,
thank you, Mo.
Izzy's been sick this is like day 7 or 8. But she's doing a lot better now. But she still coughed last night. I didn't give her any medicine, though. Because I was like, I don't want to keep her on the...
I was
Hi, Diane.
very
Thanks for
congested
hanging.
this morning when I first, did you hear me?
Yes.
Coughing and sneezing.
Yeah.
I sneezed for 15 minutes.
I know.
And my nose just...
We feel bad not asking about it. Like, I don't want you to think that we don't care about you, but it also seems to be very repetitive, so it's like... you know. I figure you'll let us know.
I will. Here we go. Violet.
Oh, awesome. Wendy ordered her copy of the book. Wonderful.
Heliotrope.
Heliotrope. I love that.
Mauve.
Mauve.
Mauve. We used to joke about that being the color that the... What do you call the ladies that get together?
I'm worried about what you're about to say. Oh, no. Okay.
No. This is the people that, make decisions about decorating schools and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And that new school that they built in Lubbock, that I applied for a job there, but they wanted someone that spoke Spanish.
Yeah.
My Spanish was not.
Yeah. I speak Spanish.
No.
It's more like
I can cuss and tell you a whole bunch of inappropriate words, but to actually make it form a sentence, no, not so much. And it really broke my heart because, and then afterwards I was kind of happy because it's kind of a snobby.
Yeah. She.
Yeah. And the mauve was the color of their carpet in the teacher's lounge and, whatnot.
So there's a little story about mauve.
Yeah, mauve. I don't know. It's just, I think it's such a wannabe color. It's like, okay, maybe I want to be purple, maybe I want to be brown, maybe I want to be dirty pink.
I think
it's an indecisive color.
Mm-hmm.
Don't like it so much. All right, so which one do we want?
Purple.
Purple? Just plain purple?
Yeah, start with the purple because that's the color combo. You did blue last time, because there isn't teal.
All right. The color purple, the Pulitzer Prize-winning novel by Alice Walker. The character, Shug Avery, seems at first like a superficial siren. She is, we are told, so stylish like the trees all around the house, draw themselves up taller for a better look. Later, though, she reveals unexpected insightfulness, and it is Shug that applies the novel's title. I think it pisses God off, Shug says, if you walk by the color purple in a field somewhere and don't notice it.
Oh.
For Shug, the purple is evidence of God's glory and generosity. There you go. Mm-hmm. The belief that purple is special and signifies power is surprisingly widespread. Now it is seen as a secondary color, sandwiched in artists' color wheels between the primaries red and blue. Linguistically, too, it has often been subordinate to larger color categories, red, blue, or even black. Nor is purple, per se, part of the visible color spectrum. Although violet, the very shortest spectral wavelength humans can see, is. The story of purple is bookended by two great dyes. The first of these, Tyrian, I hope I'm saying that right, Tyrian, is a symbol of the wealthy and the elite, help to establish the link with the divine. The second, mauve, a man-made chemical wonder, ushered in the democratization of color in the 19th century. The precise shade of ancient world's wonder dye remains somewhat of a mystery. In fact, purple itself was a somewhat fluid term. The ancient Greek and Latin words for the color, porphyra and purpura, respectively, were also used to refer to a deep crimson shades, like the color of blood. Ulpian, a 3rd century Roman jurist, defined purpura as anything red other than things dyed with caucus or carmine dyes. Pliny the Elder wrote that the best Tyrian cloth was tinged with black. If I want to deepen my purple, sometimes that's what I do. Just add it.
I want to know, when does one get to be called like Mariah the Elder?
Well, you got to get a lot older than you are right now.
So are you Patricia the Elder?
I am.
Okay.
Even
Does that come with AARP?
even if no one is quite sure precisely what Tyrian people looked like, though, the sources all agree it was the color of power. While he griped about its odor, which hovered somewhere between rotting shellfish and garlic, Pliny had this is delightful. Pliny the Elder had no doubt about its authority. Pardon. This is the purple for which Roman faces and axes clear away. It is the badge of noble youth. It distinguishes the senators from the knight. It is called in to appease the gods. It brightens every garment and shares with gold the glory of the triumph. For these reasons, we must pardon the mad desire for purple. That was a quotation from Pliny.
Oh.
Because of the mad desire and the expense of creating Tyrian, purple became the symbolic color of opulence, excess, and rulers. To be born into the purple was to be born into royalty. After the Byzantine custom of bedecking the royal birthing chambers with porphyry and Tyrian cloth so that it would be the first thing the new princelings saw. I don't know what happened to the princesslings. Okay, the Roman poet Horace, in his The Art of Poetry, written in 18 BC, minted the phrase, purple prose. Your openings show great promise, and yet flashy purple patches, as when describing a sacred grove or the altar of Diana. Purple's spatial status wasn't confined to the West. In Japan, a deep purple, murasaki, was kinjaki, or a forbidden color, off limits to ordinary people. In the 1980s, the Mexican government allowed a Japanese company, Purpura Imperial, to collect the local caracal sea snails for kimono dyeing. Unsurprisingly, a similar Japanese species, Rapana bezor, is vanishingly rare. While the local Meztec people, who had been using the caracal for centuries, milked the snails for their purple, leaving them alive, Purpura Imperial's method was rather more fatal for the snails, and the population went into freefall. After years of lobbying, the contract was revoked.
Very nice.
Murdering snails. Bastards. Like many special things, purple has always been a greedy consumer of resources. Not only have billions of shellfish paid dearly to clothe the wealthy, sources of slow-growing lichens like Rossella tinctoria, used to make orchil, page 165, have been overexploited, forcing people to look further afield or do without. Even mauve required vast quantities of raw produce. Or as the English say, what do they say? Produce. In the early stages, it was so demanding of scarce raw material that its creator, William Perkin, later admitted the whole enterprise was close to being abandoned. Luckily for Perkin, his new dye became immensely fashionable. The prospect of the fortunes to be made meant that an explosion of other aniline colors followed swiftly on mauve's heels. Whereas this was also good for purple for another matter. Whether this was also good for purple is another matter. Suddenly, everyone had access to purple at a reasonable price, but they also had access to thousands of other colors too. Familiarity bred contempt, and purple became a color much like any other.
Well, I will tell you that I'm glad that we kept the reading thing towards the end because it does drop off the the viewers. I enjoy it very much, but it doesn't.
Not everyone does.
I don't think that everyone does. Yeah.
The brain synapse was brought to you by the British Tourism Department Board. Oh, I'm going to think of what you call those people there. Chamber of Commerce, but it's not Chamber of Commerce. It's the group of women that make decisions about,
Leaders.
I don't know. It'll come to me in the middle of the night or something.
Okay.
And I'll write it down.
Bye, Wendy.
I'll wake up and write it down. Well, I really don't have anything else. Let me look around here for a minute, make sure I kind of...
Okay, well, you got a few, 20 minutes. Council of Elders.
No. Oh, it was just almost there. I almost had it.
Moses, she loves hearing P read. Those who leave are just missing out. I think so, too.
Well, they probably...
These are our tried and trues. They know. They enjoy it. Maybe if you're just popping in, you're kind of like, what is this? I'm not into it.
Yes, this is true.
Our popper in or outers.
Now, this may be a good background for... Let me get my little...
The brand new people. Let me say that, because we have a lot of our...
Well, let's just do something really exciting so that the rest of them, you can just say, well, sucks to be you left early.
That's right. Or just the ones that, never come back because they just didn't, put in the time to figure out that something wonderful was just about to happen.
Yeah.
Poo-poo on
Ooh,
y'all.
now see, that looks kind of cool. Kind of bleeds off into the...
I don't know that I'm building a community with those sorts of, things, but, I'm trying.
Tacky observations.
I'm just mean. And
No, I don't like that. And I think there's just too much yellow there. I think it needs
there's a lot of yellow.
It needs that red to really pop it.
Mm-hmm, pop it. Cauldron stirrers. The women in charge of things. You had to think about
Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. The three witches. Yeah, okay. No. I don't think that...
That's right. I could just...
Now, see here. There we go. Okay.
Love that.
I love that. I think that is just what it needs. Now, let's put our little chickadee down here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and see, look, that's pretty good. And then maybe, make that a small, like this, and then have like a blue background behind that. Ooh, look at that. That's how I start thinking about these.
Just swatching and auditioning.
I don't know that I like the blue with the gold, but I think I kind of messed up with the silver there.
Not really. I don't, because it kind of picks it up. Like once she's down there, it sort of reflects.
But I do really like the gold with that. Now let's try our little bird that we speckled earlier. Oh my gosh, look at that. So I think what I need to do is I need to make more papers that have more of just a kind of suggestive background, but the gold is, because I think that really is working quite well. Now I don't know on these little hummers, but now remember once we put that dark green edge around these.
Or the brown.
Or the brown.
The barky brown.
The barky brown or the dark green. And then all of a sudden you put that down on a piece of gold background. Move that aside. Look at that. That's going to be really nice. Well, you know what I could do? I could just go ahead and gel plate the card. Because it's made from...
yes, those are the plain ones.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got this batch going here.
Oh, hey, Dawn.
Now, remember we have these also. And we were talking about cutting these down so that there was less of this showing.
Bye, Irina. Thank you for hanging.
And then using these. So I've got a lot of cards in the making here. I really honestly do. It's just, and remember, Flying Angel.
I love her. She's funny.
Now we might need something really, really dark and, Yeah, I need to nip the edges off.
Hi, Tutu.
And we've got some reindeer here that we did. Have some Christmas trees. And remember, you can put the tree down over it and color each one of those little balls a different color if you want to.
If you're really into it.
If you're really into it. And if you're not, I'll just send those along and you can do it when you get them.
I'm not reading that one out loud, Mo. Did you see the screenshot in Makers?
Of,
For Maddie.
took it of all the red holes. The red orifices.
Yes.
Yes, it was round bricks.
Round bricks.
Round bricks. Absolutely. Well, I'm just loving this. I think that's just going to be super spectacular. Then we need to get another background color going. All right. Well, got a lot in the offing here, and I may, have enough to do a batch of cards so that we can then
Maybe we could start early.
look at and talk about, why I did what I did. Because I know sometimes I'm even
Baffled.
by why I do what I did.
In awe of your decision making.
In awe of my decision making. Well, not necessarily in awe. It's just like, oh my God, why did I do that? This is a perfectly nice print, and I just mucked it up. But this is that interesting paper. It's kind of flocked with little pieces of
Flocked with flannel.
With plant fiber. And whatnot. Oh, here, we should look at this and talk about this again.
Jeanette says start giving them away right after Thanksgiving. What day? So Thanksgiving, well, it's always on a Thursday. So we will stream, most likely. Yeah, we're going to stream. We might move it early. I think we're going to Nathan's, though. Yeah, so we might move our stream.
We get to make our own turkey?
Yeah, we're going to make the turkey.
Oh, thank God.
I already said that. You're buying the turkey, so you can buy as big of a dadgum bird as you want.
And I can get it from where I want to get it from.
Yes,
and I can bring the carcass home and make turkey soup.
All of those things can happen.
Enchiladas.
Yes, or what we do is we pre-carve the turkey and take it to him, and we leave the rest of it here, so we don't have to, deal with all that business. Because those people don't care.
Oh.
I don't think. They're not big soup makers, and, they just want some turkey.
Yeah. I just feel like as long as you're making turkey, you might as well get a big one.
And then I'm going to eat the skin, and then nobody knows about that.
There you go.
We've got Thanksgiving worked out.
What are you ketoing on Thanksgiving, or are you?
Yeah, but it won't be. And maybe what we do.
Well, what about dressing?
And I know that is a little sad. I might cheat that day a little bit. Just not go cray. But Angela sent us a recipe for mashed potatoes made from cauliflower. That Nathan and them should love it if we start bringing things like that over, wouldn't they? You don't seem very excited about it.
I'm not very excited about that. Just give me a potato. I want my cauliflower recognizable. I like lumps and clumps.
Oh, we did last year.
What?
We would much rather be streaming than hanging out with some of our family members. We'll work it out. Do you want to stream or no?
Oh, hell yes. I just sit around and
just
yammer about some
things that most of us don't really.
Yeah.
And maybe we can get Josh to come over. Or we go pick him up or something. Oh.
And I don't throw these little pieces away because sometimes those are exactly the thing that I need.
I don't know, but Marguerite says the grocery store had turkey dressing flavored potato chips. Yeah, she's like chips. Like those are some of her favorite things put together.
And I'm a big believer in that it's almost impossible to get too much sage. I like sage.
Yes, talking turkey Thursday with friends.
Okay, where's my little? Oh, there it is. Little box. Did I get everything?
Yeah, see, Jeanette, that's exactly. She was so irked that, like, so we had figured out, like, we bought the perfect turkey size, and we had basically no leftover turkey, and she was so irked last year.
I was angry.
She was.
I was angry until Christmas when we had another. I can't remember what we did for Christmas.
No, I think, didn't we end up getting another, did we get the really fancy roast and then I got sick again?
Prime rib, yeah. I got sick again.
We can't buy prime rib. Every time we buy prime rib, I end up sick. I don't think you were this year, or this time.
No,
but the
I
last
got
time.
over mine in time.
Yeah. But, yeah, I'm always sick. Oh, that's right, because we went and did the darn Gaylord thing. The baby ended up sick right at the end of it, puked all over me, and I was like, well, here we go again.
Here we go. Okay, I'm going to do this just because I can.
Okay.
And nobody's telling
We
me
got
not
10 minutes.
to. I've got 10 minutes, I can do it.
Okay. The Gaylord. Texan. That's the, fancy schmancy hotel thing that has...
And it's not... I'm really glad I didn't go. I would have just been...
No, we didn't invite you.
I would have been ugly.
Yes. That is not an event.
And see, they already knew that before I even...
See, Van gets upset that we don't invite him places. This one would much rather we don't.
Well, you can invite me. I like to, I want to be asked to dance. I don't necessarily want to.
Okay.
Okay, I'm thinning this out a lot. Because remember, I just want a smidgen.
Yeah. Well, yeah, when you're, all icky and pukey and... Yeah. No, not from the prime rib. Right before the prime rib. And
But
what
she
was
couldn't
crazy,
eat any prime rib because she was puking.
Yeah. I did actually have, like, I think 8 pieces.
I did
You
say,
saved me
I did
some.
manage to save one. But then I made a wonderful beef stew out of
it was.
leftover.
But we're not doing that this year. I'm sorry. It's just ridiculous. It's so expensive. And it's cursed.
I'm sure that I feel sure that it hasn't gone down in price.
No. It's ridiculously priced.
But we don't eat like that.
No.
Often. I mean, it's a once a year thing.
Well, once every 2 years, and then every 2 years I end up getting a stomach flu from my my lovely daughter, who picks it up at whatever event.
Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous?
It is.
See, it knocked back the red just enough.
Oh. Dawn says that they made this mistake of feeding their goats turnips once. They had to throw out the milk because it was...
Yes.
Turnipy, I guess.
Yes, I would very much imagine.
Sherry?
So, oh, yeah.
Ooh, and onions spoil cow's milk.
Learning all kinds
Well,
of
no,
things.
she picked it up at the Gaylord. So we went to this big, we took her and Ariana, her cousin, stayed the night there and everything. Because they had like it was Polar Express themed. I don't know what it is this year. I can't remember, but we're not going because it's just ridiculously priced and just, I don't know. If we went to one of the things and just went and then came back home, that would be great. It was a lot. Like, we did a lot of things, and there was a ton of walking, and then just None of it was for Brad and I, that's for sure. None of it. Other than ending up. But they had like a cool thing that you could go into, and then like she could ice skate inside. They had these like, this was all indoors, but it was like, you know, they brought in the ice things, and there was like the what do you call them, slide type deal thing on the inner tube deals. That kid, I mean, she had to haul her own inner tube up, but she did that for a good 2 hours. She was exhausted on that one. She was terrible at the ice skating.
She's no way on
the ice skating. But I tell you, if we went and just took her tubing, I think she would be happy. She loved it. Ariana scared her. She went down once, and then she's like, "Nah, I'm good." And she's like, "I want more of that." And so Brad and I just kind of hung out there and watched her. Did you ever do that as a kid?
What?
Sledding or tubing?
Oh, no. But we didn't have any hills. Jeez.
Yeah,
I don't know. Pancaking. Southern Colorado.
Yeah, it's basically like West Texas.
No, I didn't do any of that. And I mean, we didn't go places to do those kind of things.
Yeah.
You know, like mountains and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they weren't in the part of Colorado that had...
No. It's right before you get to Kansas.
Yeah. So... Alright. Are we going to leave on this one? Jeanette was like, she went once. She did not like it. Oh.
Check that out. Mottily.
Mottily.
Mottily, Mo. I watched the kids in...
She gave you hearts.
I watched the kids in Anchorage sled. Mm-hmm. And I, you know, down this hill, and it looked to me like the big trees were awfully close to the point where, you know, they were needing to stop.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have allowed my child to do that. I said, oh, hell no, we're not paying for hospital bills. That looks like one waiting to happen, especially with Nathan, for God's sake.
Oh,
every
yeah,
time we ever went anywhere,
yeah,
we ended up in the hospital.
Indeed. I was more careful.
I was a lot more circumspect about her.
Who's it, what's it, where I was going, and how fast, and
well,
did that require...
up to a point, yeah, and then she turned into a teenager, and God knows what happened then.
Oh.
But I think this is a wonderful ending.
Yes. Very good. Alrighty, well that concludes our Thursday. We will be back on Sunday. I hope to have some new things to show you if I have a moment in time tomorrow to be able to get that all in and up and going, or on Saturday. But who knows? We shall see. I'm going to try to do that, but otherwise, you know, we'll be doing arty things and all that fun stuff. Do be sure to come back, leave comments, do all of that, you know, YouTube-y business, like, subscribe, share with your friends, tell them to come on over. We're all trying to get to 7,000 subscribers, that business, yada, yada, blah, 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 you know, that stuff. All right, guys, we'll see you back here on Sunday. Thanks for hanging. Bye.